Hello, we're back with the Create Survival World. I've changed some things, being as I've slowly gotten started on the quest, like, Chapter 3, the I'm not gonna pronounce that. I have the blue slimy ferns, but I need the other two colors. Therefore, I need to go to the end, which is what I'm guessing that's what I have to do. Otherwise, I have done this. As you can see, I'm trying to automate the singularities. Technically, the singularities are already, the singularities themselves are already automated. I just have to invert this. Now, the quantum entangled singularities, I need to automate TNT for, because I need to explode the singularities in order to get this. Well, I need to explode the singularities and this ender dust. So once I get this ender dust, I put the singularity and the ender dust in the same area, and then I explode it, and it turns into quantum entangled singularity. Then I take that and squash it with any kind of dye, and I get a chromatic singularity. Then of which I crush it into these paintballs. But the only one I really need is the magenta. So, in order to get only magenta, I could drain these. If I drain the red one, I get yellow. If I drain the yellow, I get green. If I drain the green, I get blue. Blue gives me magenta. So I could turn all of them into magenta, which is the only color I would ever need. Now, draining these also gives me this fancy thing called chromatic waste. I would need a way of disposing these. The thing I've came up with, probably not a very good idea, but is using some of the infinite iron that I now have and turning some of it, like automating it into turn into buckets, and then spouting the chromatic waste onto the buckets to fill the buckets, and then throwing the buckets in lava. So I'm basically wasting iron, but I need to get rid of the waste somehow. It's basically like a nuclear power plant when you need to get rid of the toxic sludge. What do? They turn it into, like, plutonium or something? Well, I can't do that. It's chromatic waste. So, that's the best thing I've come up with. Other than, I've changed this whole thing, as you see. I've changed this to where it splits it off into here. And goes over here into this. So I can have a storage of iron and that. Because before, I didn't have room to hook up the seared melter when I upgraded the iron farm. Because, well, when I made it go over there to the flywheel, I didn't have room. Because, I removed the seared melter. So, and then I replaced it with, these weighted ejectors to get it to launch way over there. And I've just changed that to make it to where that weighted ejector launches to this depot, and then is then sorted by these arms. There's a chance it goes here, there's a chance it goes there. Goes there, it goes way over there, and into the blast furnace that's powering the flywheel, the furnace engine. Otherwise, it goes into here, which goes into this chest, and will output 3 at a time. And go into here. And melt them. And it will put them into that spout for the electron tubes. Otherwise, I have this right here, which I could just change whenever from fire to lava whenever I need it. I've also made this over here. I'm trying to automate silver coins, because technically once I automate silver coins, I can automate basically anything. So, like, basically what it's doing is I found out that you can get gold nuggets by washing red sand. Well, how was I supposed to get red sand? I did this fancy thing called cheating and gave myself a piece of bedrock and put it under this igneous extruder so I could automate granite cobblestone. We don't talk about that. And this fancy thing right here, and this thingy, this ice, I didn't cheat though. I got it with the trade stations. This ice, and then the lava turn into this, and then it's cooked and turned into granite, and then it gets yeeted up there and ground into the red sand, and then it's washed into dead bushes or gold nuggets. Gold nuggets get put into there to then be compacted into gold ingots, while dead bushes get put over here, then be used as fuel as this dynamo. For the dynamo, which is powering this trade station. Now, I did just like kickstart it with some charcoal. I could do it again, but I'm not going to because I wanted to see the dead bushes actually do the thing because I haven't seen that yet. But I also need a way to power this one. And I'm trying to figure out if I can take the power from this dynamo and route it to this. But I can't figure out how to do that if it's even possible. Like, because these are thermal series. The only thing I can think of would be stuff from Applied Energistics 2, which is the Fluix ME glass cables. If I search it, Fluix. Why is caps locked on? Anyway, these right here. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, otherwise, if I search cable, it's all Applied Energistics stuff. There's no thermal stuff. Therefore, how am I supposed to transfer power between here to there? Like, I don't know, because if I search thermal, I have not seen anything that could transfer power, like redstone flux. I did make one of these redstone flux cells, but like, that didn't do anything because I couldn't figure out how to charge it. And even then, how was I supposed to like connect it to the thingy? So, like, I don't know. But I also made one of these capacitors. That didn't work. I also made a flux capacitor. That also didn't work. So, like, I'm really confused. Maybe it's like this or something, the RF coil, but like that's like an upgrade thing. That's not really like a transfer thing, is it? Like, that's an upgrade. So how would that work? Would it work? Would that hold power? I don't think it would. But anyway, so I've made this. I've changed this a little bit. Not very much at all, though. But I made this. This took forever, being as I needed a lot of seared bricks. And this fancy thing, also known as this stuff. So, yeah. That took a while. But basically, this is a big smelter. which I use for, well, I needed it to make a Constantin gear, which is what I used to make the yeah, I needed that, I'm pretty sure, for this or something. I wanted it for something. I don't remember what though. I think it might have been the flux capacitor, but I don't really remember. Oh yes, flux. FLUC. That's totally flux. I don't remember what I needed it for, but or maybe I can just. Oh yeah, that's probably it. Just the frame of for the redstone flux cell. The frame itself needed a constant 10 gear. So anyway, but I don't know really like how to or what. I don't even remember what I was saying. Yeah, I don't remember how to transfer power over here. But otherwise, I need to. Well, since I'm playing on peaceful mode, because I mean I've made it to where I basically can't die, because it's not really. It's more or less the gathering of the materials that I want to do, not the survive part. So it's not really survival, but like it is, but it's not. Anyway, I mean, I have infernal mechanisms semi-automated, but I'm pretty sure I've already showed that. Otherwise, I don't really think I have anything to show you. But, I guess that would be the end of the video. But, like, it's a decently short video. I mean, it's only like 12 minutes so far. So, I mean, I guess what I would need to do is I need to go to the end. And since I'm playing on peaceful, I need a way to get blaze rods and ender pearls. The only way I can get those right now would be, I mean, this. It would need to be, like, using, because I have imports. I have imports of ender pearls. So I would need, like, 12 ender pearls or something. So if I get this and this, I'm just gonna go maybe place it on the dynamo, see if it works. If I, like, border it with that, does it power? Nope, nope. No, it doesn't. So, I mean, like, what if I do that? Does that power? No. Well, then how would I power it? Like, do I need a separate dynamo for every single thing? Because that would be extremely annoying. I just want to have one dynamo that fuels them all. And with augmentation, as it's called, this fancy slot, upgrade slot, with that, I can make it do better, so I would only ever need one, for like 4 trade stations. So like, I don't really need anything. But, wait, I do need to get more ender pearls, so... I mean, I don't know, I don't have anything else to show you, so... I'll just end the video here. Bye.